Welcome back to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, back on DC. I've got a couple of things I'm trying to do. Trying to get this dude leveled. Trying to get him leveled. Trying to finish him up. It's crazy. Really enjoying myself though in the game for the most part, so
Batwoman and I are working to keep tabs on Intergang's religion of crime. We can use your help.
just to follow up to kind of what I was, kind of doing before. Never too late to get involved into something. So I would always encourage players, man, if you're looking to get into a new product or a game, don't, even if it's been out a while, don't get discouraged and don't let things get to you, man.
He believes Felix Faust can raise his wife Isis from the dead. But
Of course he thinks that.
We must stop this ritual.
Okay, I think I still have to do Bloodhaven on this tune as well. And 2 players should be coming unlocked soon as well. Now, I will be starting to get some healing gear. This will be probably a healer. I will always have a DPS. I always play both roles, and I feel like that's very important in any. If you can play multiple builds in any game, I suggest you get those builds up, especially if you can save them. I didn't pick up that mission. I should though. So let me go do that really quick. Hold on. Let me pick up that mission. While I'm in town, might as well get some Halloween events out of the way so I can do this.
Thank you for heeding the call. I sense the evil magic of the Lords of Chaos at work. The streets of Gotham City are plagued by magic.
Got to watch, yesterday I got to watch Batman Bad Blood or whatever. I was like, wow, it was amazing. It was an amazing development. Simply amazing. I was like, wow, this is cool. This is badass. It really brings back some of that like old school Batman feel to it with Robin and Nightwing and everything. I was like, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. All right. So I got to go over here, and now I can also do the little Halloween stuff as well. Now I usually stay focused, and then another day I'll come in and I'll take my scanners, and then I'll look for briefings and things like that. I hate these bridge dudes. I can't see it. Is there any more left? I think I killed them all. I think I got them all. We'll see. It only give me credit for one? Fuck. I hear it right there. Always pick up exobites while you're in towns too. Just saves the hassle. I'll also be coming out with builds next week for the game. So making players who are going to be already playing the game want to know how I play builds, and I'll be on PTS for that. I do have access to the PTS. And then also showing difference between melee builds, range builds, support builds. And I'll be going through every class. I'll take it like maybe one day I'll be working like one class. This will just give me a lot of ample opportunity to kind of control that a little bit better.
That's it. Trick-or-treating has gotten way too dangerous.
I'm not gonna make it. Got it. Did I get it? Didn't give me credit for the last one. Fuck. I hate that. Once I get all these done, then I'll also queue for the masquerade. Come on, move. Come on.
I don't know how to do it. You're going to need some cover time after that.
All right, that was better.
You're wasting your time. I'll be out by dinner.
Welcome to Big Belly Burger.
Big Belly Burger. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
The Baby Belly Yummy Tummy Meal with a free carton of Smilin' Best milk. May I take your order?
Why aren't these?
No, not my family.
I got the one. What the?
No! Don't take me to hell!
I don't know what's going on with these dudes.
I gotta get out of here.
Makes no fucking sense. Let's go, let's go.
CPD file, Knuckles Farelli, wanted on multiple counts of assault and battery.
You can't have my soul.
Doing to me.
I don't want to go to hell.
No.
Change my mind.
About time, man. Oh, hello.
What? Stupid? Don't you know who we are?
Okay.
You never know when all these shields and robots running around.
The Book of Blood. Check 8. By deceit, you have freed yourself from the illusion of truth. And thus do I make the first lesson of life.
Aha.
No one interferes with Intergang and lives. It is written. Get 'em, boys! Drown in blood before a weakling unbeliever like you makes me talk.
Weakling unbeliever. Here we go.
Wait. Just in case the prophecy isn't true, I'll tell you. Mannheim says the crime Bible promises infinite power once he kills the twice-named daughter of Cain. He's doing it tonight. That's all I know.
That's all I know. Don't tell him I told you. All right. All right, looks good.
Intergang activity now. Looks like one of their main bosses has a safe house nearby. I'm putting it up on your map. If Mannheim is planning to murder someone, we've got to get there.
Attention, citizens of Earth. Do not attempt to resist, or you will be destroyed. This planet, and all it contains, already belongs to Brainiac. Your resistance only prolongs the inevitable.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
PD dispatch to Bullock. The question has been seen in the vicinity. Report. Over.
That freaky chick with the blank man? Yeah, so? She's working with the bat. Hell of a one. From what I hear.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, you know, if you swing that way, like, but, come on.
I'll leave you to your hell of a woman, detective.
No, we're awesome.
Dispatch down.
What? Trying to get away from all this shit. Come on. Not even dying. He's immune. Fuck this. It's getting on my nerves. I'm just trying to get these things really quick. Hold on. I'll take this spirit back.
Designation static. This target relies almost completely on his ability to command electricity and magnetism. Martial threat is null. Avoiding electrically hot environment and restricting use of weapons to non-conductive materials will impair his overall effectiveness by threefold.
I don't normally approve of wanton thuggery, but you do make a good point about the ends justifying the means.
This is Jack Ryder, and you are wrong. Why? Because the cult of crime is spreading into Gotham, and they worship not just, you guessed it, crime, but murder. This cult is run by Intergang friends, and Bruno Mannheim and his whack acolytes, Whisper Adair and Wolfman Kyle Abbott, are out there spreading the vile word. They can...
I knew I smelled someone in here.
I commit your soul to Cain.
Choke him.
Sorry about that. Real life stuff. Come on. Don't need animations. All right.
The Book of Blood, Chapter 40, verse 87. Lilith raised him up, and setting his hands upon her, spoke blood on his neck. What ye name virtue, I call weakness. For ye lust heartily, but have not strength nor courage.
No, ESO, I didn't have time to get on today yet. Been doing the Halloween event. I'm hoping to get on. It's just been busy. Just jumping left and right. We were talking about it earlier this morning. I didn't know if you caught that stream, but like Sherman's Gaming might be leaving Elder Scrolls now too. And then we just lost El Lobo. That was a big one as far as PvP goes. I was like, wow. And then once again, it comes down to little things, man. I feel like they're doing the potential for this update's good, but I'm going to say it. The 1vx community has ruined the game, and on top of performance. It was eventually going to turn south, man. I once again, this is what happens when a community don't fucking police itself. And now ZeniMax is paying, the piper for having shit-ass servers. It's not about the game or the mechanics. I mean, you're going to fix the mechanics, cool. But even when it's fixed, it's still going to run like shit. It's like, yo, man, get some money in there. Why they leave? Well, multiple reasons. A couple of them are not happy with the direction the company's taking things. And El Lobo said it's no longer fun. He's like, you know, he's like, there's builds that shouldn't even be like possible. And he's like, you know, and he's like, I take out these people and it's not even fun. It's not exciting anymore. And it's not. And that's why, and I was like, well, the 1vx community has to blame itself. The community is like, you know, taking advantage of the bugs and shit, and like in the broke ass combat. Yeah, we know it's broke. We know a lot of shit's broke. We know it is. And they're gonna fix it, but too little, too late, maybe. Too little, too late. And then on top of it, the fucking servers run like shit in Cyrodiil. They run like shit. You make millions of dollars a year. You're looking at billions potentially. And you can't invest money in your servers? Fuck you, Zos. Fuck you. Fuck you. Zos needs to get off their cheap ass and reinvest. I was just talking to my brother about that. My brother's like, wait a minute. He's like, run over the numbers with me. I'm like, well, let's go over, like, you know, potential. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, let's keep it on the low end. He's like, yeah. And I'm pumping them out the numbers even on a low scale end. And he's like, and they're not investing in their product, reinvesting. I'm like, well, no, it's not evident as far as hardware. He's like, yeah. Interesting. Now everybody there would probably say we're making repairs and assessments, but they need new servers. They can't just sit there and bullshit anymore. It's like, you know, get off your fucking ass and put the money in it. It's your baby. It's supposed to be your baby, right? Well, you know, treat it like a baby. Nurture the fuck out of that shit. Especially if it's paying that much money. At this point, I have a lot of different products to go to. So that's why I'm playing this. Like, honestly, it's just clean. I don't lag. I don't DC. Yeah, DC. One time I used to, but I don't like disconnect. You know, on their server end, I'm like, you know, it's nice to be able to rely on a product.
Mannheim is planning to murder someone. We've got to get there now. I'll try to contact that woman in question so you can join forces.
And I'm hoping Zos gets their shit together. But, hey, man, I'm praying. It's like, you know, get your shit together, man. Stop beating around the bush, and let's try to get some money in there, right? All right. I'm not even... There it is. I was about to say, I know I hear it. No, I'm having a lot of fun just playing this, and you know, and then I get on other games from time to time. I get on Guild Wars 2. You know, that's free. I don't have to pay for that. I can get on friggin' Black Desert because I don't have to pay for that monthly if I don't want to. It's like there's a lot of games I can play for the price of what I'm you know, putting into Elder Scrolls. It's like, yo, man, seriously, I love Elder Scrolls. One of my favorite games. Always will be in a lot of ways, but certain things just don't settle well with me as from a consumer standpoint. And it really irks me, given the fact that I understand the business perspective too. I think that's probably what's also getting on my nerves. Their prioritization's been shit. They've been understaffing their departments. Bad business practices. Reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather, let me tell you guys a story. So my grandfather was a supervisor, right? And of course he had his, you know, his staff and whatever else have you. And they worked in the coal mine. But loyalty meant everything, right? That's what it meant. He's like, you know the difference between my generation and your generation? I was like, what's that? He's like, when one of us walks off, we all walk off. And he's like, because the company might be able to function without one of us, but can it function without hundreds of us? Can it still make its money, its quota, without hundreds of us? He's like, your generation's a bunch of pussies. He's like, you guys do not back each other up. You have no loyalty. You have, only thing you think about is yourselves. Me, 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 me. And I was just like, wow, okay. He's like, you have to make them understand that regardless of how much of a profit they're making, if they're making a profit, we're worth the money because we're making them that much money. At the end of the day, that's true. That's true. How much money would you make if it wasn't for the people working for you? Sometimes people lose insight on that. Really like the combat in this game. The combat is really slick. It just flows. Go, Cypher. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. I'm just playing around. I have a little bit of downtime between things I got to do, so I'm trying to level up this tune, finish leveling him. Trying to get it done. I'm hoping to go back to Elder Scrolls full time. I mean, I really do. I mean, I love the game that much at one time, but at the same time, there's a lot of things they did that just morally didn't settle well with me. Just some piss poor business decisions. Can I judge? Absolutely, I can. And I will. People are like, can you judge them? Yeah, I can. Yeah, and I will. Absolutely. I will judge you on your business practice and your business ethics. Absolutely. So I'm hoping one day to do it, but ZeniMax needs to learn their lesson. They need a hard, and is it me teaching them? No, it'll be the community. It'll be the loss of their money. The only language they speak. You don't need to know any other language than money. And when they start losing it, they'll be like, we're losing money. What do we do? Get a fucking clue. Tell you what, Nerfmeyer, to a degree, I'm actually okay with a lot of the things happen with Nerfmeyer. If you want to call it that. I think they're heading in the right direction eventually. Problem of it is this. They came out with a DLC that was gimmicked. That was Wolf Hunter. You don't do that. I'm a fucking grown-ass man. I don't want your gimmick bullshit. I don't want you intentionally buffing up a class when people are complaining about balance. Stop it. You do not do that shit. And when you start addressing things, finally addressing things that you had broke to begin with, you need to invest. The problem of it is, people are tired of performance issues. They're tired. You know? They should go home and talk to their wives, man, these businessmen. Because I'm sure they have the same problem at home. Performance issues. And I get that's why they don't want to fix it. Because they've lived with it for so long. Hey, I get it. But honestly, you need to invest. Stop. Invest. Always. You want customers to stay, man. You want customers to keep paying, right? I know I don't want to lose money. Who wants to lose money? Does that sound appealing to anybody? Does anybody ever wake up and say, "You know what? Let's lose millions of dollars today." Can we do that? Can we just throw it away? I mean, I'm cool with it. You know, are we down with? Are we doing this? Are we going to lose some money today? So, you know, to me, that's what's nuts. That's what's crazy. It's like, what are you guys thinking, man? What were you thinking? You invest. You always invest. If your profit margins are above your expectations, and everybody's getting a check, and you have excess after excess, I'm talking a considerable amount of money left over. What do you do with it? You reinvest in your product. Whether that be marketing. Now, maybe they're over-marketing. Potentially. But at the end of the day, hey, I would be investing in those servers. Because no matter how much you throw the pitch, if the game fucking runs like shit, it runs like shit. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I hear you. They obviously don't play their own game, right? We are still lagging out in Cyrodiil. I mean, really. Right. No. They're playing on old servers, and they don't give a fuck. They can sit there and say it's this or that. They can say that. The simple fact of it is, it comes back down to one main thing. Put the fucking money in it. They don't even have a PvP devs. They're using PvE devs, and it shows. Because now they're finally fixing it. That's why I don't mind. I don't mind the new changes. I actually don't. I actually think it'll be good for the long haul of the game. But the game's still performing like shit. And because you came out with an unfucking ethical DLC, as fuck, I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. It was fucking stupid. That was just the dumbest thing that they could have done. Hey, what are we going to do about this DLC? Oh, I know. We'll make werewolves, like, ridiculously overpowered. Can we do that? Yeah. Let's do that. I mean, come on, man. I mean, seriously? Like, who thinks about that? God. I mean, seriously. You don't fucking do that shit. Reinvest in your product. Stop it. You invest. Get the fucking shit. If you anticipated 1 million, let's put it in relative, perspectives here. You're estimating 1 million players to buy your product. Your servers in different points can hold I don't know, 100, 200 people in that node at a given time without performance issues. But all of a sudden, there's like 300, 400. It starts doubling up. You have to know, like, well, we're having performance issues in the nodes. Well, we need to spread them out. Okay, that's cool. We'll do that, but that's not going to fix the problem. The problem of it is now is we have something. We either have to increase the node size or to increase the server size so we can increase the node size or our bandwidth or whatever we need to fix. We need to fix it. This is what has to happen. It has to. Somebody there has an answer. I can guarantee you that. Somebody there has the answer But nobody's wanting to listen to it. It's like, yo, man. So I can guarantee you're paying someone who's telling you the exact same shit I'm telling you. The problem of it is, who wants to hear it? Everyone knows it's their servers. But what they don't understand is balance doesn't mean shit if you hit random load screen, finally get back, and you're dead. Right. Absolutely. Braz, what's up? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I have a problem. I have a problem with ESO, man, right now. The business is, whoever's in charge needs to be up in the board members, either getting that fucking money, trying to figure out how to get that fucking money and get the upgrades, or if the person's so much of a pussy to do it, you fucking replace his ass. If I was a board member listening to this and thinking to myself, why didn't they, now let's give the board member some kind of, the board, a little bit of leadway. They don't know. Let's hypothetically say that. And if I was a board member and I was listening to me rant about this bullshit and thinking to myself, well, I would give the money had I known. Why did somebody bring this to my attention? Because, you know, I got money. I don't care. I just, what do you need and why do you need it? And if it makes sense, okay, cool. Here you go. But, you know, if nobody's bringing it to my attention, well, why are they not coming to me? Are they scared? Are they that pussy? Well, then his ass has got to go.
Are you enjoying the party?
You made a second build for your Nightblade? Nice. That's what's got to happen. You need people with balls. Get some cojones.
Clarendon, you've lost control of your little prank. It's not too late to put things right.
Would you say fate has brought us to this moment?
I wouldn't say fate did. I'm not to be trifled with. My second build is a celebration for Halloween. Oh, okay, cool. I did something similar last year. Except I got a little nasty with my build. It's called Grim Reaper. Oh, nice. Sounds good. Anything with Grim Reaper, man, or Reapers are a good indication it's going to be a good build. A lot of deaths. Massive deaths.
Maybe we can lend you a hand. The Sentinels of Magic have conjured up a charm that will banish those masked apparitions.
I know, I'm getting to it.
Into the spectral retention chamber. We'll be sending it in shortly.
Nice.
The Lords of Orders at night. Countless innocents were harmed because of your careless temper tantrum. You crave respect, but your actions do not secure it. I've channeled your dark magic into an augment for good, and have bestowed a portion of it on these heroes. Now, be gone from here.
Who are you to lecture me, phantom stranger? Thought you weren't supposed to interfere with us mortals. I won't forgive you for ruining my Halloween.
I won't forgive you.
When they're thrown by a witch boy. Growing up in Limbo Town can't be easy, but he's turned into one troubled kid. Maybe now he'll think about what he's done and learn something from it. I doubt it.
Oh! I just got the ghostly aura. Oh, shit. Who's getting it? I know who I'm giving it to. I just need 2 battle axes in a Soul Shriven style. Got you. Usually a lot of crafters have that style too. usually. It's a classic case of designing a game they didn't expect to explode like it did, but instead of reinvesting, they just kept the money and kept shitting out content no one wants to play. I know, dude. I mean, it blew up. It did good. It did really good. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You know, it blew up. But that's when you say, hey, we're making a shitload of money. We need to put more in here because we can make more. Oh, my God, it's going to be epic. So you could take a couple $1 million and you like World of Warcraft. I remember the story. I was there for the AQ release. They said the servers, when the servers shut down, they realized we need to pump millions into our servers. World of Warcraft keeps players because of the game's not that good in comparison to a lot of other games. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that good. But you know, they do something. They do business right. They just do business right. You know, they're just like, hey, we just fucking had a massive server shutdown. Oh, I can't trade it. Oh my God, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so bad. And how rare is that? I bet you that's rare. Fuck. Cannot trade. Fuck. Alright. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. So there is one thing I will do here. I'm going to switch this dude's ore. Shit, I should have saved that other tune. So I've already got his look. I'm just going to add the ore because I already have the blue ore on the one. So we'll give him the ghostly ore. Oh my fucking God, that's badass the way it comes out of this. Because it runs like shit. Hey, yeah, well, you know, hey. I'm just saying they need to do something. Something has to give sooner or later. But hey, man. Whatever. What do I know? What do I know? Obviously not enough. Go to Vivac campaign. Yeah. I haven't got disconnected in ESO recently. Yeah, go to Vivac. If you don't DC, you'll get these long ass load screens. You'll get lag. You can't bar swap. The bar swap thing is real. BGs isn't a problem. Not much at all. That's why I keep feeling like Battlegrounds is where I like the PvP in Battlegrounds because I don't suffer from the lag. It performs better. It really does. You still get bugs, and you still do, but it's a lot better in Battlegrounds. But the problem of it is their servers are shit. Their servers are really shitty, like really shitball. I can honestly tell people that, and I have no qualms about saying it. Their servers are shit. Yeah, Xbox always has problems, more or less. They're always fixing some issue with Xbox. They get notifications like probably once a month at least. There was one time I couldn't even log in. It just kept spitting me out for the whole day, and they resolved it. I'm like, yo, man, where's my credit at for this fucking inconvenience? You know? I'm like, holy fuck. Crazy. You don't bar swap constantly? Yeah, well, it's a necessity. Or you smash a heal 50 times before it finally goes off, right? Or I find myself doing that. I do find myself doing the double click because I'm used to it, like sometimes not doing it. And then I do it and then I waste the magicka and then I'm swearing up and down like, oh shit, man. Fuck, I fucked up. Honestly, man, I'll be honest. I like the game. There's a lot of things I like about the game. I feel like they improved. No. Hell, I mean, if it's working on your end, that's cool. But it's terrible. It's fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. It's fucking gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching. When I get on my computer and I'm running double, now listen to this. I run double the required shit and double, like, not required, double what any of my consoles can perform at, and they fucking it gets my processor gets just eaten the fucking back. I have an 8-core processor. 8-core processor. And my poor processor looks like it got fucking mauled when I'm in PvP in that game. My poor processor is getting ripped. I'm like, fuck. My friend runs a Crossfire, and he even complains about it. He's like, this is shit. He's like, the fucking memory leaks in this game is atrocious. Atrocious. I was like, yeah. It's real. It's real. They've done it for 4 years, man. One of my friends just left because of performance issues. He's a PC player. He's got a hefty rig. And when a person like that's like, I'm out of here because of that shit, you're kind of thinking to yourself, it can't be that bad. No, yeah, it is. Oh, but it is. But it is. That's why I'm playing this game. Like, people ask me, why are you playing this? I'm like, it's fucking clean. It's fucking clean as hell. It has graphical appeal to it. It's definitely, it's not like very realistic, but it has its graphical appeal to it. It's very smooth. It's clean. It's polished. I'm like, it's better graphics than World of Warcraft even. And I'm like, it's just polished. I'm like, and then me paying the monthly fee, what I would typically play ZOS, I get to play any Daybreak game. So I have access to every Daybreak game for the same price. I'm like, man, I'm not saying that ZeniMax doesn't have a good game. Maybe because you play on Xbox? I don't know, man. I play on Xbox when I get on it, but I haven't been on Xbox in a minute. But I play PlayStation, I play PC. PC should be running better. My frames are a lot better on PC. Like, I get way better frames. Problem of it is, when I get in those moments, in those large clusterfuck battles, it goes... Brrr. Somebody just posted, I think it was Dove, about performance. Like, or no, it was Despotic or something. Maybe it was Despotic. I don't know, man. But it was crazy. Shit was nuts.
Wonder Woman here. My greetings. The foul necromancer Felix Faust is targeting innocents to steal their souls.
Now, hold on. There was something I wanted to check out, too. Because I unlocked a new ability.
No good can come of this. We must save these people and stop Faust.
Static push. This game somehow got bad reviews on Xbox. Which one? This one? Because it's new for Xbox. It's probably why. Is it repulse? I'm going to have to check that out. Because I think this one gives, even though it doesn't have a supercharge, I think it actually is a longer range. And this build is trying to get, I'm trying to get ranged. Maybe it's because of how I make builds, I guess. Of what? On ESO? Alright. Now hold on. I'm trying to get everything maxed range real quick. Okay. If I can keep the repulse or the static push, I'd be better. But I don't know if I can. Because that static push is, I think, a lot. Yep. And I knew it too. So yeah, I'm going to have to go with the repulse. Everything else is set up the way it's supposed to be. And that's how it's supposed to be. A lot of 1-star and 2-star ESO got more 4 stars. Yeah, I mean, Elder Scrolls is a great game. It is. I mean, it really is. I'm not saying it is. It's bad. I'm not saying that. I love the game. It's my favorite game. I'm not going to lie. But the problem of it is the company right now isn't reinvesting in their product. It shows. It's a reflection. They come out with a gimmick DLC. Now they're trying to incentivize ESO Plus because their sub base is dropping. And now you have the top streamers leaving the product. It's like, it's a fucking sign. It's like, why? You don't fuck around, man. You don't fuck around. Even Outcast is hinting on Deltia's page about Ashes of Creation. About leaving Elder Scrolls for Ashes of Creation when it drops. It's like, this is a little bit more serious, Sauce. You better secure the people who's bringing in the bacon. They're fucking up. Left and fucking right. And I'm tired of fucking holding their hands. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about the people who's bringing them in business. They don't give a fuck about that. That's fine. It's like, hey, man, cool. No sweat off my balls. I got plenty of products to play. I got plenty of people who listen. Zoss is still making my Sork OP. I bet. Sork's not hurting. I think Sorks will be fine. People are hitting the panic button. Like, yeah. Now it is what it is. People are like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm like, yo, man, just chill. 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 Doesn't shield stack, but I can still permablock. Yeah, permablocking's still kind of a real thing, too. I've given my suggestion on that, too. If they ever implement my suggestion on that, they better be paying my ass. They better be sending a big, fat check my way. If they implement my way of fixing the permablock issue, they better be cutting me a check. ESO is an awesome revolutionary game, but as soon as another comparable game comes out, everyone will disappear like a fart in the wind, right? Because it'll be about performance. They're not leaving a game because it's better than Elder Scrolls. I'll tell you that. I agree. It's revolutionary. It's a kick-ass game. It is. It is. The problem of it is this. It comes back to the company. not investing, not getting performance up there. Fucking this year, we waited a month for our PvP event. We had to wait a month for our PvP event to drop, right? I mean, come on. Come the fuck on. Then the next thing you turn around and you come out with the gimmick DLC and fucking shut the fuck up. You don't piss with the MMO community. If the MMO community says, "Hey, yeah, we get it. We want reasonable play," and that's why I like Murkmire. I love Murkmire. I think Murkmire. I agree with Roble, and that doesn't happen very often. But hey, man. Because now with Dark Exchange, I get 75% of the resources on the initial, and the usually, yeah. And it's nice. No, it is. There's a lot of nice aspects to it. Like I said, I have no problem with Murkmire. I have no problem with what the devs do. I don't even blame the devs, man. Honestly, I do not blame the devs whatsoever. I feel like the devs just got fucked. You know? It's just like, hey, man, we're understaffed. We could use some help. Fuck your help, bitches. You fucking sit in there and you fucking do what you're told, and you take your money and you shut the fuck up and get back to work. It's like, that's how I feel. Like they didn't give a fuck about their employees. And now it's trickling into the community, man.
This is Gotham Now with Vicky.
And if you're an employee, what are you going to do? I mean, you're in Maryland. You know, you're in Maryland. How many gaming companies are in Maryland? You know, I mean, you know, you better be ready to relocate, man. You better be ready. I mean, seriously. It's genius. Whoever thought of everything was ingenious. I mean, seriously. What are you going to do? So, in other words, I could still permablock. Yeah. Blocking hasn't changed. There's no interruptible aspect to blocking. It's all about resource management. If you have the resources, you can permablock. I know Fuck Cal, and Fuck Cal is probably one of the best permablock players in the game. And me and Fuck Cal played together and against each other multiple times. So, honestly, I mean, it is what it is.
I'm sending in my new allies, along with Green Arrow and Black Canary, to contain the damage. Batman out.
Please help me. I was supposed to deliver this really important exobyte research to Star Labs, but the zombies...
Alright, I gotta get going though. I got some real life shit to do. But honestly, guys, I will say this. I think ZeniMax still has a really good product. Do I need to revisit this game? I don't know because of the bad review. Rosalind, I wouldn't tell you either way. I always tell people do what you want to do. I'm playing it because I've played this game in the past. It's my to-go-to game when I'm in between games. When I'm in between games, this is my to-go-to game. It's got its downfalls. It's all instance-based, so that's one bad aspect. And it's very linear. But besides that, besides those two things, it's clean. It's polished. You played it before? Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's it's got its issues. It does. Every game does, but it's polished. The performance is very well. You know, it performs very, very well. The game does really good for that, and I feel like that's why I come back to it every so often. You know, I could just jump in. I can play, you know, small scale, larger scale, you know, and I guess I enjoy it for that, you know. Damn, I played this for 6 years. Awesome, gamer. I like it. I mean, I do. I feel like this is my to-go-to game. Like, if I'm in between games and, you know, I got a little bit of downtime in between my MMOs, there for 2 years I didn't play anything. Like, I can come back and I can still have fun with this, man. I can still have a lot of fun and progress and play catch up. That's the biggest thing, is playing catch up. You never, like, feet running is, you know, real. RNG in this game is, you know, kind of a real thing. But honestly, it's polished. The combat still is probably some of the best combat. Got 16 tunes over 100 CR. Nice. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 5 or 6 over 100. My well, it wasn't my main, but my troller now is 200. So, yeah. Really good shit. Now I'm working on some heroes that I've put off because of the materials. Because I got this, I'm like, dude, I have to now work on my electric tune. So, just because. So badass. Of course, I have my armories. So I can make my switches to my rolls. So badass. Cool deal. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I do want to thank everybody for watching. And like I said, game companies, you know, when they need to learn. The only time a game company will learn is when it starts losing. It's not as creative in terms of build system. Actually, but the gear isn't, but the builds are. You can go. The nice thing of what I like about this game, I can go with a range build, melee build, and I can go with support build. So there's 3 different potential build options as far as play styles, and then you add that with weapon combos. So that's what's nice about the builds. So if I wanted to go with a melee build, I could do that. I got to have a lot of protection up front. Now, I always run a shield system, always, especially if I'm running raids. I'm always running a shield system. Some people don't. I always do because I don't like to die, especially if you're feet running and you can't do like certain things. Shields do come in handy. Repulse, like, you know what I'm saying? This is a range build, but I could easily make a melee build. So I can go with the static push, and then I can build like, electric burst and stuff. You can always, there's a lot of different things. You can go with electric. See, I have a polarized build, for example. So I have a polarized, but I don't have to go with that. I can go to electrified damage type. That's what I'm saying. Like, there is build options. It's called loadouts. So we call them builds, though, in this game. But it's about your loadout. And then you got precision builds, and then you have might builds, and then you have hybrid builds. So that's the difference, how your damage is being applied. Because if, like, say if I go with a precision build, I don't need to do that. But ESO trumps that, though. ESO is good. It is. There are a lot of things cool about ESO. And there is. That's why I liked it. That's why I stayed. Because of the customization to the game. The ability to, augment things so easily. And there's no linear system. That's why I stayed in Elder Scrolls as long as I did. Right. That's exactly what, yeah. And that's why I stayed in. But right now, truth be told, the company's just making piss poor decisions. I can't support a company if they're making piss poor decisions. I can't. You have 4 years. You should have upgraded those servers 2 years ago with Morrowind. Your first chapter should have been a server upgrade, not a pipeline, not an attempt at a pipeline. Should have been server upgrade. You made millions. Should have done it. Like, Ice can't be a healer. Ice is a tank. Every class has a support and a DPS. This game, though, my clip rotation and my combat is smoother than Elder Scrolls ever will be. That's one thing that this game will always have. Like, I have weapon combos. Elder Scrolls doesn't. This combat's better. That's the thing. I can clip better. Like, I can pull back. Move in. I have a lot more easier control at this game. And then move. Hold on, I fucked up. And just do a jump leap. I have a lot better control over combat. If ever, yeah, but this game's not designed like that. But you're right. This game's designed that every class has a support role and different damaging roles. But the combat system's a lot better. I'm not going to lie. If anybody asks why do I come back to this game, combat. Just simple. Hold on, see if I can do it. Hold on. Then look. I can do spin attack combos. Hand blast. Weapon combos. Telling you, man. Just saying, man. My ice build knocks down, then shield, rinse, and repeat. Yeah, tanking's not too bad on this game, depending. Ice is the easiest one to play, obviously. So. Tanking is boring in any game, majority of the time. Elder Scrolls does a good job with tanking, except it doesn't have an AoE taunt. I would die for an AoE taunt in that game, even if it was a proc effect or a chance. But in this game, tanking is just meat shields. But they're still needed. You still need tanks. Reverse. I bought the headless jack. Oh, did you? Shut up. Oh, my God. That is so badass this year. Oh, my God. That headless jacket is the shit. I'm trying to save up for that. I want the bat ore. I also want to get that fucking... I don't know if I want the boo pet. I thought the boo pet was going to be another trinket. And I was like, it's a housing item? Really? I mean, seriously? I mean, I get it. It's a dog. But seriously? Shit. That headless jacket is the shit. And I think it would go good with like the one ore, not the ghost ore, but there's an ore that kind of has like this little white spectral type of things that come underneath. I think it would be badass with that. I was like, oh my God. So badass. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. But I do like this game. I love it. I really enjoy it. It's clean. It's polished. The combat system, I'm sorry, man. Elder Scrolls has the potential to have a combat system like this. Probably even better. Problem of it is they need to clean it up. This combat system, if anybody asks why is DCUO still up and running, I'll tell you the only goddamn reason. But the content's good. I'll be honest. The storylines are really good. They do a good job. But the number one reason why a player like me keeps coming back to a game like this is the combat. The graphics have held up. I mean, the graphics are good. I mean, it's visually appealing. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not telling anybody to bounce anything. But if people ask, why do you come back? It's because of the combat. It's dope as fuck. I had a doctor appointment today, so I went to the GameStop after to buy Steam card and got membership and got the 500 DB cash. I already bought 500, so I had 1K, and then I spent it on a 50K. Oh, my God, awesome. Dude, that actually worked out in your favor then, didn't it? Yeah, no, the Headless Jack is badass. The Headless Jack is badass. There's like a lot of really cool things, man, that this game has. Combat, the only thing that'll keep you playing, though, anything, they can have as much fluff as they want. But what keeps you coming back? And at the end of the day, it's about performance and combat. And that's the only thing I care about. I don't give a fuck about fluff and stuff. I care about performance and combat. Two very essential aspects to any MMO. And DCUO has it for me. It's just that simple. It has both aspects. Performance is there, combat's there. There could be some things they could implement to make the game better. This is true. But at the end of the day, I never lag, I never drop, and my combat is engaging as fuck, no matter what role I'm playing, except tanks. Tanks is kind of like, ugh. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the tanks, though. So, anyways, man, I'm going to let you guys go. Once again, Thank you. Thank everybody for stopping in, and especially coming into chat. Rosalind, I appreciate it. Cypher, I appreciate it. Reverse, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Once again, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs. And as always, thank you, and have a nice day.